Okay, hello everybody. I am going to show y'all some pictures that I put in my blog. I think I told y'all that I had a blog now. And the pictures is showing different things that I done with my grandbaby Gracie and different crafts and things that I made. So now it's different blog posts for different days, so these pictures is in different posts, and I'm gonna have to go in and go out and go to the other one, go in and go out, but I'm on the first one, so let me see if I can get you turned around here. Hang on, I'm trying to get this right. Alright, so there is one picture, and that is my Gracie baby. I took her clothes off where she just had her diaper on. I put a towel on the floor, and I got a little kitchen bowl and put some water in it, and then I got some of her small toys and put them in there, and they were floating around, and I let her sit there and play in the water with them, and I was sitting there by her and playing with her in it. So that's one of the things we did one day. Okay, y'all give me just a minute and I will find the next page. The next, I think, let me make sure that that might have not have been the only picture in that post. So let me check and see. Okay, I was wrong, it wasn't. So now I'm showing some things that I crocheted. So they're right there. They're like little dust cloths, or you can use them for dishwash rags. These could be bookmarks, and that's just kind of like a little doily type thing. Or you could use these as also, type of a doily or cloth to set a little trinket on or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna go find another one. Okay, this is a pocket letter that I made for my aunt for her birthday. And this is the front of it. So here we go. That's the front of the pocket letter. Alright. And then I think I also took a picture of the back of it. So here is the back of it. And I hope this is showing it up close enough that y'all can see all of this very well and good. Alright. Next picture. Now this one is sideways. It always happens that way, and it's so long that I'm not going to be able to show it all to you. So this was my planner for this week that I had worked on. So like I said, it's sideways, so that's like the first page of it on the left side. And then I'm going to have to scroll. Y'all bear with me. I gotta scroll it this way. You see in the middle, and then you see the second page on the right side. And like I said, it is sideways. Okay. Next picture. And these are all like different days, I just posted about all this and put it in there. So one day, I had, actually the night before, I had got another bowl and put some water in it. Sorry. And I filled it up again with all of Gracie's little toys that would fit in there. And I put it in the freezer the night before, and it froze into, the whole bowl of water was just this one big block of ice, and all of her little toys was frozen inside of it. So the next day, I took her outside onto the concrete out there where we park our vehicles, and I had a butter knife and a spoon, and I helped her chop it up. And you know, it was hot that day and the sun was beating down, so it also helped melt it. And we chopped it up, and she played on it, and we broke it up and dug out her little toys. And so this is one of the pictures of that. I was standing up looking down over her. She was squatting down. There's the bowl. This is after we had it all out. You can see chunks of ice here. And there's the butter knife and spoon. And some of her little toys, beads, a Hello Kitty, her old pacifier. And that looked like was probably an Easter egg shell. One of the plastic ones. Okay, going on down, I have another picture there of it. She's standing up there. So that's what we did that day. Okay, that's all in this post. So now I've got to go to another post. And I'm not sure which ones I put pictures in and which ones I didn't, so I'm having to open them up and look. So y'all just bear with me. This is a long post. Okay, so here is one here. Okay, we was inside, and it was here at my table. And she has a chair here by my table, and so she's in it here. And I think my light dimmed, yeah. Okay, so I had made her, I found a recipe on YouTube video, of course, on how to make homemade Play-Doh. Now, I didn't have any food colorants, so I couldn't color it. So it's just plain white. But I got my tray out, and I made it, and she was playing with it, and I had her toys in there. And I was showing her how you can push the toys in there and make the print of the stuff and peel it off to make that shape and all this kind of stuff. And she was playing with it there. So that's one. Alright, y'all give me a minute. Okay, now this one, this is in the same post, but I'm showing a paper flower, 3D flower I made. So it's a craft. And I wasn't through with it because I had not got the button on in the middle yet. So there's that. So here it is after I put the buttons in the middle of it. And that's all of that post. So we will move right along to the next one. Alright, in this one we have all of these ideals, all these things I have done with Gracie. I have found the ideals on YouTube videos, of course, of different things to do with babies her age, 1 year old. And so, of course, this was actually before she turned a year old. She turned a year old in May the 20th. So I have lots of tissue paper. The gift wrap tissue paper. Matter of fact, this is it right here. All down in there. That I craft with. So I picked her out some that was pretty colors. And I folded it and then cut it all up in strips. But I left the strips folded. And I put them in a clothes basket. And I put her in the clothes basket. And the deal is for her to unfold them and play with them. And so she had a time. So this is her sitting there playing with them. And here's another one of her playing with them. And I'm sitting right there by her. And then here's another one. And then here she's standing up, and I had took some and put it on top of her head and took a picture. And I think that's probably all of those. So yeah, here's another 3D paper flower I made with the buttons in the middle. And I took several pictures of these. I took both of them together, the first one I did, showing the difference, how this one's bigger and this one's smaller, and how it's kind of, these are big and these are small. I did it in a different way, and so it made it look different. And so I took that angle of them right there. And then this is even a different one, and I believe it's even bigger. I kept trying to do it different ways and different amounts of petals and stuff like that. So then here is another one. Okay. Alright, now one day, this is not something that I had planned to do with Gracie, but one day she got up on the couch. Her doggy, she has a dog named Bella that's a little Chihuahua dog, part Chihuahua. And at the time, Bella had gotten a sore on her and it got infected. They had took her to the vet, and so she had to wear a cone. The vet put a cone on her. So she's not having to wear it now. She's all better, but for 2 or 3 days she had to wear the cone. So they bring Bella over here sometimes, not every time, when they bring Gracie. So Bella was here this day, and she was laying on the couch on a pillow, kind of laying there resting, curled up, asleep. Gracie had been playing around. She climbs up on the couch and sits by her. And when I seen what she was doing, I grabbed my phone and took a picture. I thought this was so cute. She had got, held the cone and pulled it up to look down inside of it at Bella. And Bella just looked up at her. Ain't that just so cute? And they just sat there like that for a few seconds. And I took a picture of it. It was so cute, I couldn't pass it up. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Okay, now I have another one of my planner. And this one is not sideways. And it's a smaller picture showing both pages at the same time. And so there you go. There's that. Maybe I can do this and kind of get you close and move down it so you can kind of see. And then come over here so you can see this one. Okay. So there's that one. That was for that week. Alright, then this was 4th of July. And they had dressed my Gracie up, and we stood her on my table. Now, as you see, this is Auntie Elizabeth's arm. She's holding her hand so that she don't fall. But she was red, white, and blue. This is like a lacy skirt layered. The blue's on the bottom, white in the middle, red on top. And then she had a red shirt, something about sparkle. And then they put a red bow in her hair. And her was standing there, so cute. So I had to take a picture of her. And then I think I have another one of her. Yep, a different pose. She's kind of leaning over towards the camera on this one. See how she's bent over? So cute. And yeah, the pictures are kind of blurry. I'm not a professional photography person, picture maker, taker. And I use my little phone, and it's probably not the best, so, but you get to see it and see who's in it and what they're doing and stuff like that. Okay, this was still on 4th of July. So this was after we took that picture and after we had a cookout here at our house. They came over, and they brought her bathing suit and her little sprinkler that she had at her birthday party when she turned a year old. So this was after she had turned a year old. And so, they let her get out and play in her sprinkler, so I took a couple of pictures of that. Or it may have just been one picture. No, here's another one. Yeah, she bent over and grabbed the whole thing, and you see her mouth open? She is actually letting the water go in her mouth. You can see a spray of it going in her mouth. I think, yeah. It was so cute. Alright, so that's all in that post. So let's go to another post here. This is the day I went to town and had her with me, and it was rough, so I don't believe I'll ever try to do that again. I actually did a little video going to town that day, and I had showed one of us. She had went to sleep on me, so I went over into the Subway in Walmart, and we sat there. I'd gotten me a sandwich, and I was slowly eating, holding her while she was sleeping. So I took a picture of my Subway sandwich, and there it is. Okay. Okay, here's another picture of my planner. Another week. So here's this one. Okay. I don't know how long. We're already at 15 minutes. Okay, here's another one. You can see again it's sideways. Or this may be the same one. I think it is. I think what I'd done is I had decorated it and only put a few things in there. And then later I added some stuff, and I wanted to show, because you'll notice over here there's only one bird at the bottom and none up here. So over here I had added some more birds to separate some things I was writing in there. And I probably had some more stuff wrote on the pages too. And I was showing that because I wanted that in my post, showing everybody that I had added and did something different. So that's that one. Okay, this is a craft I was doing. I was making a junk journal for my Gracie to put all of her papers and things in that she was working on and doing. And this is how I made it. This is what I started with. So it was a book like this from that came in the mail, or maybe he picked it up at like Home Depot or something like that. But anyway, I can't see where it says Home Depot or anything. But it was one of those little books. It was just showing all of these buildings. And I had just recently watched a video of somebody doing what is called, you have collaging. And then this is a new thing I had just watched and learned, and I loved it, so I wanted to try it on this. I didn't do a whole lot with it, just a little bit though. But it's called reverse collaging. And so I tried it out on this. So this is what, okay, I was showing that was the front part of it. I was showing that I opened it up here and showed like that was the very middle of it inside. And then I think I showed the back of it when I closed it. Yeah, right there. It's all the little buildings. So then what I started doing is painting it. But if you'll see, that's the front page. I painted all of it and covered it all up except for that little building that was right there. I painted around it. So that's what reverse collaging is called. So I did that, and because it was all buildings, and that's all on that post, and they were all, inside the pages, some of the pictures of the buildings was the same. And so I didn't do but just the front page, and then I think I did one other page in the middle of it. And I'm seeing that that's all the pictures I have now. There is no more. So I have done more work on that book, and I will be continuing to work on it, adding her stuff in there. I've done did some more and added her stuff, so I'll be showing y'all that later as I work on it more too. Alright, so that's my pictures. Hope y'all enjoyed it. We've made it under 20 minutes. I cannot believe it. Okay, I am out of here until next time. I'm done. I'm gone. Toodaloo.